everyone, I'm Nicole Menner. Thanks for joining us on Fox 23 News. As we mentioned earlier, National Signing Day took place today, and the Golden Eagles would wrap things up, adding 4 more to their incoming 2019 class. Coach Jay Hopson signed linebackers Torrance Brown of Penn State and Avery White of East Central High School. DeMarcus Jones of Northwest Mississippi Community College and kicker Andrew Stein out of Louisiana also signed on. That marks 23 players signed to the 2019 class.
I'm excited about the whole class. I couldn't just come off the top rope and start throwing out names, but there's so many guys here that I'm excited about. I felt like we addressed a lot of needs. The offensive line, I thought offensively, if you look at this class, there's a lot of offensive signees in this class. I felt like from the offensive line, quarterback, the skill positions, we did a good job there. So again, and the defensive guys that we brought in, we addressed our needs because we got most of those defensive guys coming back.
The Ole Miss Rebels and Mississippi State Bulldogs put a cap on their 2019 recruiting class today, as well as both programs finished with top 25 classes. No additions for either club really pushed the needle as Ole Miss pulled back 1 spot to number 22 and MSU remains steady at number 24. This according to 247 Sports class rankings. And despite what some would think, Coach Moorhead does agree that those rankings hold some weight.
I think it's a barometer. I think it's a piece of information. I don't necessarily think it makes you or breaks you by any means, or there's a competition aspect to it. So I don't think it's something where you look at and say, hey, we need to be ranked in this area. But certainly, there is a correlation between recruiting ranking and success as much as you want to admit it or not admit it. So, for us to be in the top 25 now for the 2nd straight year with a number of 4- and 5-star guys that we added in addition to the under-the-radar prospects, I think it's a good piece of information. Those guys work hard, and, it's something, I think they do a good job with it.
Today, MSU's Tiara McCowan was named a finalist for the Senior Class Award given to the most outstanding senior student athlete in all of Division I sports. McCowan is one of 10 women chosen from a pool of 30 candidates, which are announced earlier in the year. She's averaging 17 points and nearly 14 boards per game for the Lady Dogs. Online fan voting begins immediately and will run through March 25th. Fan votes, along with media and college coaches, will determine the winner, which is announced at the women's Final Four. Well, 1 year after qualifying for a senior major, Hall of Fame pitcher and former Atlanta Brave John Smoltz has gotten sponsor exemptions into 3 PGA Tour Championship events this season. The 51-year-old Smoltz will showcase his skills against the best of the over 50 circuit at the Cologuard Classic, March 1st through the 3rd, the Mitsubishi Electric Classic, which takes place in April, and the American Family Insurance Championship in Wisconsin in June. Last year, Smoltz won a qualifier playoff to earn a spot at the U.S. Senior Open, where he struggled and failed to make the cut after rounds of 85 and 77. Hopefully, he does better this year.